getting back to this guy here. Yeah, if I had but one complaint, I would say the legs, all four of the legs kind of latching in like that. I don't really think that's much of a good choice, but I mean, at least you can unlatch them so you can, you know, you can kind of get some poses there. So at least, you have that option. So, it's all right, I think. I would also say the placement of his back legs is a little too far, I think. I would probably place them right about here, so they look a bit more natural. I don't know, the more I look at this, I think the more natural it starts to look to me. It just kind of makes his tail feathers look a little short, but yeah, other than that, this beast mode was cool back in the 90s. It's still cool now. Yeah, there he is with the wings totally splayed open. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you can get, poses out of the wings and such. Yeah. Yeah, no obtrusive gimmicks. The original had a gimmick where you pull on the tail feathers and, his wings would kind of shoot forward and launch these off. They don't launch here, thank goodness. Yeah, no gimmicks, just a really cool looking Fuzor beast mode. With that being said, I think we will get to the transformation now. So what I like to do is unlatch the front legs, straighten them out. Fold in the feet there and twist them around. Yeah. Not quite the same transformation as the original, but I think it's still pretty clever. You want to fold that down and reveal this kind of structure here. Click up the wolf head, which, yay, a transformer with click. Missing that. I like to kind of erect the wings a little bit because kind of gives me a little more space. Then grab the tail feathers here and flip up the whole flank. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is the detail here. You can really see parts where fur turns into feathers, and I like this, really like this detail here. Yeah, but you can see fantastic little details where, fur turns into feathers and, feathers turn into fur, and I just really appreciate that. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Flip up the tail feathers. Oh, I can actually. Okay. Yeah. Should end up with something like that. Then you want to rotate this whole structure. And then you want to go here to the back flank of the creature. Splay it open like that, and oh my gosh, there's a face looking back at you. Flip these sections in. I do like the transformation. I do think it's clever. Yeah, click those pieces in. You want to fold in the robot head about there. Fold in the wolf head here. Click it in. The tail feathers don't click in. They just kind of, the wings have a very specific idea for them. Straighten them out like that. And Yeah, you want kind of that deal, and kind of just fold them in. I suppose you could, yeah, maybe that's a little better. Okay, then go to the robot head, then click it in like that. I just like how he has a clicky transformation. I like clicky transformation on my Transformers. I think that's what recent Transformers have been kind of lacking. Okay, then go to the wolf legs and click them in. So they should end up here. And his robot forearm should come out. And there he is. There is Legacy Silverbolt in robot mode. And, yep, that's Silverbolt, all right. Right down to the very wolf-like head. It's kind of mohawk here on his head. The kind of mask that looks like a kind of a Wolverine motif. Big bright yellow eyes that are almost like saucers when they widen. Yep, that's Silverbolt. Kind of this bronze chest plate. This structure here, which is kind of like these teeth kind of things. I always thought this was like his spark, and like these things were like guards to protect it. Nice kind of loincloth piece. Yeah, same fur details from Beast Mode. Yeah, such a great looking figure of a great looking character. Here's with the wings splayed out. Yeah, the wings actually do end up on his back this time around. On the original, they were up here and kind of splayed out like that, unless you pose them upward. But yeah. Yeah, I always really liked the design of Silverbolt here. There's even vestigial details like these hinges here, which were part of the original figure and did make it onto his model in the show. But here, they are... how did I... oh, yeah. See? Yeah, you see, these are vestigial. They're not actually meant for the transformation. Those are added details, which is kind of neat. It's kind of like those gears on Rat Trap. Posability. The head is on a ball joint, so he can nod and kind of shake his head. It's a little bit stiff. Shoulders are on ball joints. Oh, they are not on ball joints. Check that out. Yeah, so they can go out and swivel. Bicep articulation, elbows, wrists, which is always a welcome feature. If you flip up his crotch guard like that, he does have a waist. It's amazing what the technology can do these days. Perceptor kick. Kick front, kick back, knee. You can even kind of... Oh! Okay. Swivel at the thigh thanks to the transformation, and the feet can, go down and sideways like that. I think that's a ratchet. Can you hear it? Yeah. I don't... No, they cannot. His feet can't swivel. That's his thigh doing that. Yeah. Pretty good posability. In the words of Quick Strike, what's a warrior without weapons? In this case, he has these. These came off in the original too. Like I said, these were missiles, but they're not missiles here. These are kind of like I think they call them sabers or something. Not like saber wolf. Okay, no, but yeah, these are called sabers. They kind of look like a pair of waddies. If you're wondering what waddies are, they're kind of like club type weapons used by the Aboriginal people. But yeah, that's kind of what these look like. But these just go in his hands. I assume they want the serrated part here because they're kind of like swords. And there you have his sabers, I suppose, or his swords, rather. In the show, these were just like missiles that he would throw at Predacons and they would explode. You can also combine them together to make this kind of Guandao type of weapon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And you can swivel his wrist too, so you can get this kind of, yeah, kind of, that kind of motion there. Kind of like that. Yeah. This guy, awesome, very cool. If you can find him, I definitely recommend you snatch him up. He is, yeah. And if you have a Kingdom Black Arachnia, it's even better because in the show, Silverbolt and Black Arachnia, they had a thing going on. So you know. Yeah. So it's necessary to pick him up if you have her. I don't have her. Maybe I should get her. Yeah. I think we'll do a size comparison now, which I forgot to do for beast mode. Darn it.